the age of 15, I was told I was going blind. What I didn't know then was that losing my sight would teach me how to see differently and build a life I actually love. Welcome to Outsmarting Uncertainty. I'm Mark Valenziano. In these short episodes, you will find the tools and ideas and real talk to turn anxiety and self-doubt into calm confidence, steady progress, and personal success. Life will always bring unexpected obstacles. This is where you learn to outsmart them. So, let's get to it. Last episode, we talked about separating what you can control from what you cannot, and how when you focus your attention consistently on what you can control, anxiety gets replaced with confidence and steadiness. But what about all that other stuff? What do you do with those things that you don't like, you want to change, but you cannot control? You may feel powerless, but you are not. Your power here is acceptance, your ability to consciously accept certain things so you are free to move past them. Acceptance is far more freeing and empowering than denial or resistance. Resisting reality increases stress. You cannot always like what's going on in life, but if you don't accept the things you cannot control, you'll just keep fighting battles you cannot win. Acceptance is not weakness. Acceptance is not giving up. Acceptance doesn't mean you like something. It is simply acknowledging what is. And when you learn to do this without hesitation, you gain mental clarity and free yourself to keep moving forward. Now, from personal experience, I know this is not always easy. It takes grit. It takes mental discipline. It takes mental toughness. All things you already have within you. On my journey from being sighted to being blind, I've encountered many situations where I've had no control. Here's an example. It's a little big and heavy, but it's real and it's current. When you only have a little sliver of your peripheral vision remaining, it's a huge deal when you lose even just a tiny bit more of that existing sight. And that's what's happening now. When this happens, daily life becomes much more difficult and much more frustrating. The simplest of tasks become more challenging. Even walking and navigating around obstacles becomes much harder. And it would take a big toll on my spirit and happiness if I let it. For a while, I was resisting the reality of what's happening to me. It takes time to process it all. But ultimately, I get past my disbelief and my disappointment. I stop asking myself why, and I start asking what now. This is my moment of acceptance, a moment that brings me clarity and starts revitalization. I focus on what I can control. I do some thinking, some planning, and then I take action. Thus far, it's been exciting and rejuvenating. In upcoming episodes, I will let you know, I'll share everything about what I'm doing and how it's going. Now, again, this example was a little bit on the big and heavy side, but the process is the same. It applies the same to uncertainties of all types and all sizes. So, what's something bothersome in your life that you can't change or control, but you need to accept? Acceptance doesn't mean you don't care about the situation or the person or the issue. Acceptance does not mean you are throwing in the towel. It is not weakness. In fact, acceptance will bring you great strength. Uncertainty isn't going away, but how you meet it changes everything. Take one idea from today and put it to work in your own life. That's how progress gets built from the inside out. If this episode moved you, please share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe to Outsmarting Uncertainty wherever you listen, and I'll see you back here in the next one. I'm Mark Valenziano.